trolling about the Demojam. Okay, so this will be the Demojam. So the rule is really simple. It's 5 minutes for each people. The order has already been chosen. It's in the tweet, if you look. So I think the first one is Stephen. Second is Garrett, so don't go that far. Third is Dimitri. And fourth are the French pair. Don't see them over there. Okay, so in that order. So it means you're first. So we have a tool, a magnificent tool written in XQuery called the egg timer. No, it's not XQuery at all. Okay. So this will be for the timer. And as soon as you're ready, do you need a microphone?
Yeah.
This one also preferred. If you are doing some live demo.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Should be live.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to show that we can also do things that are fun in XML. And so I'm going to show you a game in Xforms. So I hope you know what Minesweeper is, but it's a board where you have to click on the different squares and not hit a mine. Well, I want a 10 by 10 board, but I don't want to have to write it out in full like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with one row and one column, and then grow it. And I do that by catching the Xforms ready event, and when that happens, I do some inserts. Now, the default insert action on an element is to just duplicate that element. So if I say insert ref equals row slash C, then I just get another C. So what I do is I repeat that row slash C for 10 times so that I get 10 cells in a row, and then I do it on the rows so I get 10 rows. And then I set 10 random locations with a bomb, which I display it with 2 nested repeats, add some suitable CSS, and I get this. And just to show that this is live, I'll do it again, and you can see different pattern and different patterns again. All right, so now what you want is to fill the non-bomb cells with a count of the number of neighbors that have got a bomb in it. So what we do is we ref all the cells that are not equal to a bomb, and we calculate it with a count of something. Well, what does that something look like? It looks at the 3 cells in the previous row at the same position, the 3 cells at the next row at the same position, and in the middle, the previous cell and the following cell. So what we do is we say for all of the non-bombs, we do the count of that for those of them that equal a bomb. And so that gives us something that looks like this. And just to show you that that's live, I'll just do it a couple of times. So you can see that we've filled the non-bomb ones with a count of the number of neighbors that have got a bomb in it. All right, now we want this to be interactive. So the output we're going to surround with a trigger, which is how we receive a click, a DOM activate event. And what we're going to do is we're going to set the clicked attribute on the cell to true. But that cell didn't have a clicked attribute, so we're going to put it in the board, and that shows you one of the advantages of growing it, because I only have to do that once instead of 100 times. Cells are hidden until clicked, of course, and so we change the output to say if it's not clicked, then we output a square, and otherwise we output the content of the cell. And of course, you don't want to see those zeros, so we'll output those as a non-breaking space instead. So that's what this looks like now. If I click on a square, then it reveals what's underneath it, and there'll be a bomb there. Yeah. Okay, but we want a bit more than that, because what we also want, we don't want to have to click all these blank spaces, because in a traditional Minesweeper game, it clears the blank squares for you. So how are we going to do that? We're going to distinguish between a square that's been clicked on and one that's been revealed. And so we're going to only show a square when it's been revealed. And what does revealed mean? That's down here at the bottom. It's revealed if it's either been clicked or it's got a neighbor that has been revealed with a 0 count. All right, so that is now this. Yeah, all right. And so it now clears all the, oh, there's a bomb there. Clears the spaces that are zeros. Now, the last thing we want to do, the bells and whistles, keep track of the state of play. Well, we lose if there's a cell that's got a bomb and has been revealed, and we win if the number of non-revealed squares equals the number of mines. And we can also keep a count of the non-revealed cells. So this is the final bit. We've added a fancy bit of CSS as well. So if I click here, then we get that because I've lost. And now I'll just go back and do it again. How many more minutes have I got?
45.
Okay, so for the next 45 seconds, I'll just play. Oh, well, that was easy. All right, that's okay. Let me see, we don't know that. That's probably okay. That's okay. These are okay. I guess that one's okay. Oh, I should have clicked on there as well. Now we've got 2 here. Oh, 1. No, that one's all right. That's okay. 4. Ooh, that means 2 of those have been set. Well, this one's okay. Oh, but now I'm stuck with 2. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to guess that one's set as well, but maybe not that one. Ha ha ha. All right. All right. I'm. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bang.
So next is Gerrit, the inventor of the Demojam, reinvented Demojam, re-implemented V2, 2nd edition.
Okay. Yeah, this is a Saxon.js application, a rather small one, built on Wendell Peace's template thing. It demonstrates part of nice XPath 3.1 functions. And the application or the purpose is a friend of mine who's a writer contacted me and said, okay, I want to make a special double story. I want to write a first story and then I want to write a second story that uses all the words of the first story but has a completely different meaning or storyline. So it's kind of an experimental writing project. And he asked me whether I can provide a tool where he can compare his 2 stories. So I said, yeah, I can do some web-based thing, but as like Peter said today, I wouldn't do it in JavaScript. I would do it in XSLT because I'm fluent in XSLT. And so what this application does is taking the distinct or tokenizes the thing and then compares which is in which list. So here, for example, we have the word fine. Here we have distinct, and if we want to eliminate this and synchronize it and use only the same words in each story, we could change this, and then fine disappears here. And and the whole setup will be more complex, maybe, I don't know, maybe 600 distinct words or what his plans are. But we notice one shortcoming here, and this is inflection forms. Here we have R, and the word be has already appeared. And this is also a cool thing about Saxon.js. If there's a JavaScript library available for doing linguistic normalization, then you can probably use it. I found a tool that is suited at least for English. My friend will write in German, so I need to still find another library that does also German. And yeah, I just integrated it, and you can switch on linguistic lemmatization, and then R doesn't appear here, and here you have some, well, normalized forms of these words that will be compared. And what I also included, I mean, this JavaScript library returns a JavaScript object that I convert to, oh, I need to increase the font size, that I convert to JSON and then to XML, and then I have matching templates that that looks for the normalized form. For completeness, I included the representation of this. Here we have a lemma, this, for example. So you have these structures, but you can process them using XSLT and then filter out the non-normalized deviations. Yeah, that's, I think that's all I wanted to present. It's the style sheet now with the linguistic thing is less than 150 lines, which is, I don't think it's very much for XSLT. Probably could be shorter in JavaScript, but who wants to do that? Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So next in line, Dimitri.
But we don't have my character, so maybe you can ask someone else.
Should we start the timer?
I'm not sure.
You're the
Maybe Dimitri has been expecting some new kind of connector on conference about 20 years old technology. What a silly expectation.
I did not submit any paper to this conference because I still thinking that this conference is about XML, and my work is not related to XML, if be honest, but I'm decided to present my work here because I start hear a lot of saying about semantic, and that we can solve that problem only if we get to semantic level. And same time, nobody knows what is it and how to do that and where that bird of happiness is living. So I'm going to present a small thing. In short, I can't do in details and explain why it's working, but in short, I just say that there was one well-known definition of a context that we all know. It's easy to understand, and it's totally wrong. And that was a source of confusion and source of all fails. So what is a semantic is? Semantic is the thing that we able to answer the question. We can mark and part of a sentence and say that is answering that question, and that pair, that part of a sentence plus question, give us semantic because it already gives us a representation and meaning. So, for example, I have several patterns. I have pattern where I have a subject, action, and object that answer the question what. Subject answer the question who, action answer the question what doing, or what do, or whatever. And another pattern, I have, for example, action, object to whom, and object what. And the algorithm that exactly doing that semantic parsing just a bit more than 200 lines, but most of them is debugging, so you can simply have that amount of lines. Structure itself that required to do that ambitions. So it's have one-to-many relations, and it have only two type of patterns for transformation. Transformation that happen in single time, and transformation that happen in time. And also just word forms as a helper structure. And rest of the code is just wiki dictionary loader or open corpora loader. And I'm running a test. So I want to get semantic of a sentence. It's a Russian sentence. It's in English it will be give me your hand. And after it's run, it's recognize that and give its interpretation that this is action, what to do, that is the object to whom and object what, and it's mark that elements and show where they are, and we get what we want. We get semantic of that sentence and the representation. Yep, that's all in short.
Thank you. Maybe we should do 4 minutes next time. So next in line, the new band, Mathieu and Jim.
Will we speak both of you or just one? Both. Okay.
So who is speaking and who is clicking?
Both of them will be making noise.
Okay. See when you're ready.
Okay.
Go.
Well, 1 second, please. And it should be good. Okay.
Go.
Well, I have nephews, and I often make them a magic trick. I say them, I have this coin, and I'm going to put this in this other hand. So I do that, and I just do it like this, and they believe me. And then I say I'm going to do something better and put it in the other one back. And it's here. It works. The thing is that after 2 or 3 years old, then it doesn't work really well. They are asking me something. I'd like to show you that it may be possible in XML, with XML. So what we are going to do, we're going to try to transform an XML file in HTML and then back in XML. It should be the same XML, actually. So we have here I zoom a little bit. Our XML file, which have relaxing schema. Relaxing schema. And we have a configuration file. So this is the XSLT here. And we have a configuration file which say how the elements are going to be transformed. So for example, morep will going to be a strong element. Table, this is a cast table, which is going to be an HTML table. Portrait is an image. Graphic also. LST is a UL, and so on. If the element is not mapped in this configuration file, then it will go see the schema and asking, are you inline or block? If you're inline, I put a span. If you're block, I put a div. And then let's see how it works. OK, I converted it. And I got something messy or something ordered. I don't really know. And I've got table. I've got the list, and everything seems to work fine. And from now, I'm going to put the coin in the other hand, just launching another XSLT that also read the configuration file, that also read the schema, to go back to the XML from this HTML. So let's see. And yes, it seems to have the same XML as at the beginning. So it does nothing, actually, but we are really proud of it. The only thing,
Well,
what do you think about it?
doing nothing is a serious thing. So maybe we could optimize it. So,
Yes, it does nothing, but it takes time to do nothing.
so maybe we could generate,
Faut que tu zoomes.
I don't know how to zoom
Avec
on
la
this.
souris.
No. What? Oh, okay. So maybe I put some annotation here to tell that XSL how it could be generated. It's a kind of compilation to not look at the schema or not look at the conf. So I will generate an XSL specific for this kind of document. So I have an XSL that generates an XSL, that generates an XSL, and we have our document.
So we does nothing. It takes a long time. So I hope you believe me now if I do like that. I put it in this hand. I put it in the other hand. Where is it?
I got it.
Oh, that's it. So we've got a lot of funny work in the Lefebvre-Sarru group in France. Thank you very much.
It will definitely be 4 minutes next year. So we have a presentation. I give them names because there was a name, obviously. So the first is Minesweep from Steven. The second is Compare Word List. I think that was the name on the HTML. The third is about semantic, and the fourth is the magic trick, or whatever name they want. Okay, so we are going to make the vote. So you're going to vote by dancing. I can do whatever I want, right? You decided to choose me, right? No? Yeah. It's okay. No, okay. So making noise, we'll stay compatible with the previous edition, right? So we'll stay by noise for the moment, but I have stupid ideas I can implement next time. So doing it by noise, so I will take our fellow Katja, who everyone trusts, and you must trust her, because she's organizing everything. We are just fake, me and Yaka, you know? And she's going to measure the noise you're going to do for each one, okay? So, but we need to make the, the zero thing, okay? So the max and the min. So let's do your minimum. My minimum is 0, no? It's better when you do some X-form presentation than. Okay, so 0. It's 40 dB. You're not that silent, right? Maximum. 200 dB. Okay, maybe it could be improved. Maybe you can break it with one of the four, right? Possible? Okay, let's try it then. Okay, so then for Stephen Pemberton and the mind sweep, 3, 2, 1. What the judges say? 240? The second one, compare word list with Gerrit that insisted to do this demo jam. So I think we should add 5 dB just for that, right? Okay? So 3, 2, what do we do in case of inequality? Did we decide? 2 iPads. 2 iPad. 4 iPad. Let's do that. Okay. So the third, Dimitri with semantic annotation. 3, 2, 1. I think we're in trouble. But she will decide in the end, okay? So you guys, you four, you have to be nice with her. And if you didn't in the last 3 days, then maybe she would change the figures, right? So the fourth one is the magic trick with Matthew and Jim. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we definitely have problem. Okay. So then you decide. So what do we decide? I think we have an issue. The thing is that we don't have rules, right? Because we don't write specification. So the default is if there is equality for 4 people, we have to split. Okay? Or and 4 divided by 1 divided by 4 is 0. So we have no price. Or we have 4 price. I don't know. But maybe the trick is you all go to Markup UK or Brexit ML or whatever, and you share the same room. I think I like this one. No, I don't share it as well. No. Yeah, okay. No. So, what we decide is that we give 4 price. Where are the Brexit ML people? They already left. They knew it will be a trouble, right? You're right. So okay. So I'm done. I think we should recompute. So how can we do a recomputation without noise? Maybe by changing the way you make noise. Okay? You're just allowed to make noise by, I don't know, by any idea. Okay. Okay. Do you think it's possible that? Making noise by beating your table? Let me try. Let's try. Okay. 0 and test. It's right. It's written. It's better. I think it's better. I think we can decide with that because we have less noise. So the thing is less broken. Okay, so redo. Sorry? Me? Ah. Clever, clever, clever. Okay. Not the croc mark is here. This is where it should be. Okay, so let's do it again. 3, 2, 1. That's way better. Okay, let's try again. 3, 2, 1 for Minesweep. Three, two, one for compare word list with Gerrit. Seem to be tired, right? It's slower and slower, great. I love that. Okay, and the third one is semantic with Dimitri. And the last one is Jim and Mathieu with the magic trick. I think we have to escape. We have a problem.
Okay, so I will.
So do we have a back
We can
room?
start
We
fire
can-
alarm.
Yeah, fire alarm is a really
Yeah.
good idea. No, okay.
Slowly leaving?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See you next year.
See you next year. Ah, yeah, okay. So maybe the conference is winning. Everyone?
Everyone. And we can share it.
This guy is crazy. That's why he didn't organize Demojam. You know why now? Okay, so we have a winner, in fact. And the winner is Katja. Katja is going to the Markup UK. And she will be there representing XMLPrague, and she will be watching you guys and girls everywhere. And she will report us to tell us that if everything went fine. Okay? So there's no winner, everyone wins. That's the problem, but that's also why we didn't organize Demojam, because we were very bad at distributing prize, you know. And each time it was very nice that Norm take this lead, and now I have to do that, but I'm sorry that the outcome is that complicated, but anyway, you're still invited to come to the Brexit ML, Markup UK, 8 to 10 June, only 2 days. Okay. Okay. 9 to 10 June. It's Saturday, Sunday? Saturday, Sunday. Okay. So thank you all very much for this year. We will let you go to your various locations back to home. Take your planes, your train, your car. I saw that there were people coming very close from here. We want to thank all the people that help us during this conference. So Katja is going to look for the other part of the team. And we want again to thank the sponsor, people over there, our sister conference, and we give you all rendezvous for the next 2 years, because we have a sponsor, at least one for sure. So we will definitely reorganize next year, and maybe with a Demojam if you insist on Twitter, maybe. There is a front, a Revolution Front, which is organized by Gerrit over there. You can follow him, and he will definitely lead us in the right direction. So
Now I think it's a good idea to have Demojam, because next year I can win the kit for going to Markup UK, even just by doing measuring.
why not? Okay, thank you very much all. Bye-bye.
Well, thank you. Conference is officially adjourned.